Okay, let's do our usual rundown of all the tanks. There's a lot of little things here and there that I could say instead of doing a whole video. This is our 25,000. I don't think there's anything that's changed here. The Indian shovelnose has healed up almost completely. The great white, the Wells catfish, is still in exile. I changed the lining a little bit, I lifted it up. Hopefully now it's a little better. Here is the wannabe boss, the Indian shovelnose. He's got a couple more bites since the last time I filmed him and showed you, but everything's almost filled up by now. I bought the protective film to cover the sides of the 25,000. I'm getting closer to rehoming the jumbos in here, the jumbo catfish. The great white is in exile, sulking, not eating much, or not, I mean lately nothing at all, probably in the last 2 weeks. Both Walagos are here too, in exile with him. In the exile with him. Yeah, I'm putting up some newer, smaller tanks. The doctor fish doing very well as usual. No problem there. The koi, the lemon fins, and the phoenix carp doing alright. Got 3 African clawed frogs. Koi, walking catfish, tarpon, coral barbels are still here. Goldfish, somebody just adopted 2 goldfish slowly, but people are adopting these, but way too slow for my taste. I wish it went faster, especially given how little we asked for them. Almost ready with the 1000, but that's gonna be a separate video. 1800, not many changes here, or probably not much. It's stable. Orlando's Bricon is holding his own. The Piraiba are very slowly growing. The Dorados run this tank. This is the work of Dorado, the upper tip of the tail. I saw them bite it off. Sometimes they do it and then they don't mess with the catfish for months, and then they do it again. I don't know what makes them do that so rarely or inconsistently. Nothing else really to say much about the 1800. The 6 tiger shovelnose are doing okay in here. This is Drew's tiger shovelnose. That's not the one I'm talking about. The Dorados are fine. They usually hang together. There they are, all 6 of them together. Despite being pretty small and obviously could have been eaten by peacock bass or destroyed by the Dorado, they're doing okay. Nobody's touching them. Alright, I don't think there's anything else in here. The three Florida gar have been adopted, so now only Garfield, the spotted gar, remains in here, the only gar. Roswell Spike is doing very well. Used to hide a lot, but now he's very confident, or she, very plumb too. Doesn't hide anymore. Smaller Calberry is doing well too. He was trying to engage with the big peacock bass. It looked like he's a male. I mean, he was challenging that one and some others. Even though that other Calberry is much bigger. Neither one has the nuchal hump on the forehead. But whatever. He was asking for it. He got beat up several times. Not horribly, but tethered fins and stuff. You're seeing it in a dark corner, so you can't really see him well. Giardini doing well. I don't know, maybe about 14, 16 inches now. Less aggressive 4500. I don't know what I say here. The Widmer still is not eating. It's been 3 months or so, 2.5, 3 months since the rehoming from 1800 into 4500, and he has not eaten yet. The firewoods are eating well, have been eating well lately anyway, so I'm happy about that. The smaller Asian red tail over there on the side in the corner, he's holding on. I almost took him out, but he held on, so I left him. That's the bigger Asian red tail is on the one of the ripsaws. Still using ripsaws for cover, or everybody else. There isn't much new here. Well, the female Midas is doing okay. The tilapia I put in here are doing okay. The 3 tilapia, they're not big, but they're big enough to and smart enough to stay off the menu. The bigger bed is doing well. I think most of the viejas have been eaten, and I think the bigger firewood ate them. Because I feed this tank every 5-6 days, and firewoods have very quick digestion. Their stomach goes flat in a day, and sometimes once or twice during the break time in the 5-6 days I don't feed this tank, I see him having a nice stomach, and I think he was knocking off the hybrid tilapia, I'm sorry, hybrid vieja. But there is several of them still knocking around. They're just very cautious now and scared. And he probably ate a few, 2 or 3, right? Okay, I don't think there's anything new. I don't think there's anything new here. Nothing is new in the jumbos. Doing well, stable. When they get hungry, the paroons start tasting Piraiba. So Piraiba is my canary in the mine. When bites appear in the Piraiba, that means I missed the mark and I need to feed as soon as possible. All of these guys are doing okay. Paroons are still eating like pigs, 10 times more than the usual. Obviously, feeling this, the season of procreation. All right, let's do the smaller tanks. That tank blew up, as you know. Still needs to be repaired. The Jerk A, Jerk B tank. No big changes here. The 2 Frontosa from Ray and Vivian are doing good in here. There was some friction when they were acclimating to this tank, but I think more or less they found they have learned the ropes of this tank. Also, I wanted to ask you why this male thin bar silver dollars, they all have that those black marks below the lateral line, and also some red marks above the lateral line. Only the males. The females look fine. They don't have that. Is it from the fighting? I mean, that's a lot of black on all of them. And again, this is only the male feature as far as I can see. Females don't have that. The two female dove doing well here. What else is this here? The two pacu from Luna and Tony have been turning into food hogs. Sharky, the black shark, is still hanging on. Very tough company to compete with for food. See, that's the female fin bar. It doesn't have anything like that. There's some marks, but nothing like the males behind it. Alright, the three flagtails are still doing okay too. Their mind is far off from bothering each other in this frisky, in this boisterous tank. So they'll stay, all three of them stay away from each other, and one in the middle behind the pipe there, one on the left, and one on the right. Sharky's a little thin. He's not getting enough food in this tank, and I don't know how to deliver enough for him. Mr. Wyckii has not been eating for the last, I don't know, it feels like half a year. Maybe 4 months, maybe 5 months. Now that I took the divider out, and still he wouldn't come out and take any food or anything like that. So I don't know what his problem is. Like somebody advised to try earthworms that he cannot refuse. Maybe we'll try that. The Pleco Haven, nothing much to say here. Quasimodo, and there was another one that's crooked, oh, the one on the top. It's like curved, the one that's posturing up. Doing okay, one of them is brown, I don't know why, over there. It's a different kind or what, whatever. Yeah, that's the crooked one, see, now I can see better. Slightly S-shaped on the glass. And the humpback. Alright. Ever since I took the tiger shovelnose out of here, yellow chick has been left alone. So he's doing very well. Largely healed. Just needs to grow a little bit more of his tail. And a little, still the nick and the dorsal fin is still healing. Giant Siamese glassfish. Okay, the three smaller tigers are alright. The smaller Atu is alright. Katla is no problem. Alright, this is some of the jerks have been rehomed here. Midas and Viejas. There's one Mayan and one tilapia in here, or a few. The gulpers are doing okay. I've done 3 treatments of formalin and malachite green in the past week. So they usually slime up a lot, but they survive. I give them only a third of a dose. If I go anything over that, I may kill them. So they're very highly sensitive to formalin. But they were having some other parasites on them that I had to kill. And I think it's all coming from that unfortunate accident when I got sent 10 gulper catfish straight from the Amazon right into my tanks. No treatment whatsoever. It wasn't only the crustaceans like the fish lice that they brought with them, but there were also others which I didn't bother until I killed all the crustaceans, and now that I'm cleansing everything else. I'm actually treating all the tanks. I have to do it as a prophylactic treatment several times a week, because things from the wild make it into our aquatic systems and bring with them wild pathogens. Okay, Cichlid 3.0. There's a lot of fish in here. The barbados, the 3 flat-whiskered catfish are doing very well, growing well. Not the fastest growth, but definitely solid growth. The 2 biggest are about 10 inches, maybe even up to a foot. This is the alpha, as you can see by the intact tail, a little smaller. This is gamma, the smallest, and the biggest is up front, that's beta. Okay, and bichir, all the bichers are doing well. Ornate bichir is doing well. I see that I haven't seen it in a while. Behind the decoration, the blue okara has its tail badly trimmed. I don't know where that came from. That's not ornate bichir under there. Whether it's his fault because he's old and weak. He's a pretty old fish. He's probably pushing 10 years old. Or maybe it's the tank mates. The blue mystus are doing well, salvini, firemouths, lima, shovelnose, tuaru, polka dot. The 4 lines, ornate pins, everything's fine. The ehas. The 2 terrors are doing okay too. The gold salm and the white salm. So not much to say here. The eel is doing well. Oh man, that's the first time I ever see that. That bichir, the whatever it is, PBB. Did you see him latch onto the eel's snout as if he could eat him? I guess they're hungry. Well, today is their day for feeding meat, so he's got a little probably appetite. I'm gonna feed him tonight, and I've never seen that before. I've never seen any marks on the eel anyway, or on anybody. Except that blue okara, maybe that's from the bichers on the tail. I doubt it, because it hasn't happened before in a long time, but it doesn't mean it could never happen. Mrs. Pouty, doing well. The high school rescue. Okay, I don't know what else to say. Everything's fine here. The 3 lungfish, no changes here. Louis, West African, marbled African. The bigger Otto doing good. The 5 tigs doing good. Frontosa good. The 10 or whatever dozen eels in here. Tire tracks and fire eels. And the American eels are doing good. Panda, the hyphen, doing well. I think that's that. Tin foil, whatever. This tank is stable. Peacocks are good. Giant Siamese carp finally have been started eating about for the past month or 2. Started eating again. They had been fasting before. Grumpy and his buddy. No complaints from them have been received. Alright, in this tank the 5 new Masir are doing very well. You can see all of them right now together. The tiny guys. I also bought 18 bala sharks. They're very small. Some peers were saying that they're African arowana fed on guppies or very tiny guppies, I guess. But it hasn't touched the tiny balas that we got. And all the loaches are making a show for you.